Welcome to MIAA basketball on this Saturday afternoon. It's the Thrilla in Manila. It's the Battle of the Giants, the Clash of the Titans. It's Batman versus the Riddler, however you want to call it. We've got a dandy for you. It's the number 12 ranked team in the nation in the Trine Thunder. They've got a one-game lead over the number 15th ranked team in the nation in the Hope College Flying Dutch. We're in Hope today at DeVos overlooking DeVet, Van Weeren Court, and the voice of Hope College women's basketball, Matt Weiner. Matt, no place I would rather be right now than to laying this down with you.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth, Mike. Yeah, it's Matt and Mike here on this call on this Saturday. And Mike, I mean, what a fantastic game we have here. Here's what's at stake. Trine, 13-0 in conference play. Hope College, 12-1. If Hope can win today, they get that tiebreaker at the end of the season, barring that both teams win out. So, still a couple games left in the regular season, but a lot at play when you're talking about one of these teams hosting an MIAA tournament.
And it's a crazy tiebreaker. What it is, who has the best second half record in the MIAA. Now, Trine took care of Hope by 10 back on January 11th. That was at Trine. It was a close game. We'll get to that in a bit. But Hope has a chance. They've got the future of hosting the tournament in their own hands. We do know this. They are going to finish first or second. They already have that clinched, so they get a first-round bye. But still plenty of basketball. Assuming, like you said, and we're only assuming that if Hope wins this, it still has 2 games next week to play, so you never say never in the MIAA.
Absolutely, and it's just, there's still a lot of basketball to be played left, but both these teams, they're just both really good at what they do. I mean, you can't talk about Trine without starting with Sydney Wagner, preseason All-American, and probably MIAA Player of the Year. We still got some game left, but at 15.4 a game, I mean, I have loved watching her career over the last 4 years.
Well, I think when you come into this game second all-time in Trine scoring history behind Brandy Dawson, one of the best, All-American, I think that speaks high praise. But what I like about Trine, too, besides Sydney Wagner, who's incredible, is the fact I think this is one of the deepest teams that they have had in several years under Andy Rang. And a team that, to give you an example, their leading three-point shooter comes off the bench. And you have Sierra Hines, and Wagner went lights out in the game at Trine. They scored 21 of the final 26 points of that basketball game. And that 1-2 punch is incredible.
Yeah, you know, back in January, Hope lost this game 66-76 on the road. They're looking to avenge that victory, or that game here today. But Mike, I mean, they're finally kind of in mid-season form, and Coach Morehouse, Coach Rang, they respect each other so much, and I don't think they could say much higher praise for each other and the success that they've had in their 2 programs.
No, that's absolutely true. The road to the MIAA regular season championship has run through Trine or Hope the last 9 years. And Brian Morehouse said it best on the loss on January 11th. Hey, we hit 2 of our last 7 shots. They hit 5 of the last 8. We got to make a basket.
Absolutely. And both these teams a little bit similar to each other. You know, as you see in the men's side of things, we would talk about Hope and Calvin kind of being mirrors of each other. These 2 teams, they are so defensively sound. Both teams scoring more than 20 points a game off turnovers, allowing just 55 a game for Hope and 51 a game for Trine.
Yeah, when you're under 55 points allowed, that's incredible defense, and that'll win you from ball games. Trine has only allowed 50 points or less 11 times in 22 games, and they're facing a Hope team that's 15th in the nation, averaging 81 points a game. So you got one of the best defenses in the nation in Trine going against one of the most potent offenses in Hope.
Well, we can't wait to get this one started, Mike, so why don't we send it over to PA announcer Darren Deismars. He's going to have starting lineups in the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, if so desired, please join me in the singing of the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here on the campus of Hope College for today's MIAA contest between the Thunder of Trine University and your Hope College Flying Dutch. Here this afternoon, starting lineups. First for Trine at 1 forward, a 5'8" senior from Carmel, Indiana, number 4, Sierra Hines. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutch, a 6-foot freshman from DeWitt, number 10, Richards. At 1 forward for the Thunder, a 5'9" senior from Grand Rapids, number 11, Katie Tate. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutch, a 5'10" junior from Byron Center, number 25, Sydney Viss. Starting at center for the Thunder, a 5'11" junior from Dansville, number 21, Aaron Sherrill. And at center for the Flying Dutch, a 6-foot senior from Fishers, Indiana, number 44, Courtney Lee. Starting at 1 guard for the Thunder, a 5'8" junior from Fremont, Indiana, number 13, Jada Romehouse. And at 1 guard for the Flying Dutch, a 5'6" senior from Midland, number 11, Jada Garner. And at the final guard spot for the Thunder, a 5'6" senior from Warsaw, Indiana, number 15, Sydney Wagner. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutch, a 5'6" senior from Lake City, number 23, Olivia Bellows. Trine University is coached by Andy Rang. Hope College is coached by Brian Morehouse. Your officials for this afternoon, Raleigh Madison, Tom Berry, and Randy Reese.
And here in DeVos, it's 12-1 Hope College hosting 13-0 Trine. And Mr. Mike Coleman, what I can't wait for is we got Trine in Indiana, so I get to show you Indiana geography today. I get to take you on a little tour around. We got Tippecanoe Valley, we got Warsaw,
Fremont.
Yep, Fremont, Goshen. These are a bunch of northern Indiana schools. They know hoop though, that's for sure.
Full disclosure, my partner to the right, Matt Wayner, from the fine Hoosier State, so we will indeed challenge him. But how about this? Both teams boasting 3 senior starters and a junior starter. The only difference is Hope starting that fine freshman, Anna Richards, who's no average freshman.
No, that's right. Anna Richards just had a fantastic beginning of this season. 22 games in, found herself in the starting lineup, and she is a big part of the story match because that's Lee trying to get the ball there from Sherwood. It's going to be in the hands of the preseason All-American Sydney Wagner on the drive on Garner, taking it right to Viss. Viss, somebody you and I have talked about, if she can show up and play with toughness, it's going to be huge for Hope.
Absolutely true, and this starting five's got to get off to a good start, hit a couple shots to get this team going.
Tate on the drive, stolen by Garner, almost stolen back by Tate. But they're going to get the foul on Tate there, her first.
Boy, you saw that. Sorry, Matt. You saw that aggressive man-to-man Hope defense applied early on. They're playing with a little bit of intensity. They know it's at stake, and that was a good stop to start the game.
Both teams with a pretty patented on-ball man-to-man defense we'll see here today, and that's the high ball screen there for Garner, made by Lee. Lee had a little bit of the flu bug earlier, so those minutes were taken by Leah Richards. Somebody we'll see also, they'll probably split half and half of this game here together at the 5 spot.
And Sydney Viss stepped on the sidelines. Tough start for her. She was 0 for 5 scoreless against Trine last time. Only the second time in her last 50 games of her career she was held scoreless.
Wagner, the senior, rise and drive. That's pretty.
Just a straight up stop and pop from 10. She's done that a million times.
Guarding Anna Richards on the drive there. That's Roanhouse, the junior from Fremont. And Viss with her three-point try. Off the mark. Rebound brought down by Wagner.
Sixth best three-point shooting team in the nation for Hope coming in.
Wagner just under 7 rebounds a game as well. And as the point guard, shooting guard, she just does it all. That three-pointer off the mark by Roanhouse. Here's Garner with pace. Driving on Wagner. Dish out. Anna Richards off the mark. And Lee was fighting for it. Looks like it's off a... Oh, they're actually going to say that's going to be off of Sherwood, the junior. So we'll stay Hope College basketball.
One thing, if you hold Trine to a three-point attempt, they only shoot 30%. You've done your job defensively. Hope will take that all afternoon long.
Early sub here. Leah Richards going to come in for Lee.
Such great numbers, 8 points and 6.5 rebounds. That leads the team in rebounds coming off the bench for Brian Morehouse.
And I expect here a couple minutes in, that's a bad pass there by Richards, going to be stolen right by Wagner. Like I said, and another steal. Both these teams, like you said, the defense, they score so much off turnovers. And one!
Oh, the muscle.
Anna Richards!
Boy, she muscled that up the freshman. Great transition on the pickpocket by Viss. Set up the skip pass and a chance for an old school three.
Great strength there by Anna Richards. Firing up this crowd early here. And Mike, we got a great turnout here in DeVos.
Beautiful crowd today. They've led the nation in attendance, and this one is as big as I've seen in quite a while.
Old-fashioned three-point play for Anna. Here comes Trine going the other way. The game of the year here in DeVos.
Might be one of the games in the nation today.
Absolutely, both of these ranked teams who both definitely have Final Four on their minds, and on that pass and dish, nice two by Sherwood.
How about drawing the offside defense, and Sherwood with the recipient of a really nice look by Sierra Hines.
Garner gets the high ball screen from Leah. Leah calls for it as she slips down there, but here's Bellows driving, stolen. Tate going the other way, stolen back by Hope.
It's a track meet right now, Matt.
Wow. The defense is amazing right now. Anna Richards, three-point, short. Here comes Wagner.
Such great court sense, leading assist person on this team.
Ooh, and the block there by Viss, but they're going to say a foul on the body, so it looks like that's Hines going to get there. The senior from Carmel, Indiana, same place where I'm from. Of course, she's the university graduate. University, we talked about another time, they're really building a great athletic program down there. Very small school, just about 600 kids. But
northwest side of Indy?
It's just north of Carmel.
Okay.
Yep. Kind of near Westfield.
Okay.
But a really good athletic program. I think they're in single A as a high school, so smaller school, but really competitive. Hines misses the front end, makes the second. But what I'm so impressed with when you think about Wagner commanding offense is really how the way everybody plays around her. I mean, they know where to be, they give her space, and they trust her so much because she dishes it so well.
Yeah, she's definitely not a one-trick pony. She distributes, she does a lot of things defensively.
Wow, and that was the three-point miss by Bellows off a Garner drive, and Hope just trying to find a way to get that board. It's going to be in the hands here of Wagner.
Boy, the three-point ball has not been there for Hope so far. 0 for 3, but they're 1 for 5 overall, too, just trying to find the basket.
Left side, Tate. Driving here on Petrolia. Petrolia checked in. No subs yet here for Coach Andy Rang. Hines driving up and under. Great D. Rebound brought down by Leah Richards. They're going to get Hines on the foul.
I think Hines was looking for contact, didn't get it. It might be a tiny frustration foul as subs for Hope.
Maynard and Brunsberg check in now. Garner checks out. Anna Richards checks in. Had a chance to actually talk to Taryn Maynard, ran into her recently, and you know, she had a fantastic game against Calvin. She just said, you know, I just love those big games. I love to feel like I'm able to have the ball in my hands when it comes down to it, and I just felt like my team needed me that day.
And not a lot of players can admit that they like the ball in their hands during crunch time.
Bellows drive and stolen there. And Wagner there in transition. Pass is deflected by Petrolia. Out of bounds, will stay with Trine.
You got to love Hope's hands defensively, Matt, whether it's half court, 3/4 quarter down low. They got the hands up, any passing situation, and Hope disrupting the offense for Trine.
Subs in the game now. That's the freshman Zoe Williams from Goshen, Indiana.
There we go. Where's that, Matthew?
That's north, yeah. It's north, kind of near Angola. It's a small town, great basketball town, really cool high school gymnasium there. There's a small airport in Goshen that does some regional stuff as well. And then it's Allison Capuch, the sophomore, checking in. Capuch, somebody last year, really loved her minutes off the bench defensively for Trine.
And she leads the team with 45 three-pointers. How about instant offense from long range for Capuch?
Bellows right side, gets it off to Maynard, trying to use her strength. Go to work on Willems. Petrolia, way too much space, but off the mark. Rebound brought down here by Willems. Willems picks up her dribble. Dish out. Wagner with strength and one.
So that is how you balance an over-aggressive wing defense by Hope. A backdoor cut by Wagner, and she was able to go up strong on a beautiful play.
And you got to really appreciate the way Wagner understood that and was able to get her space. I like that she doesn't hesitate. She's really confident when she has the ball in her hands that she can go up and through defenders.
Oh, yeah, multiple MIAA All-Conference, like you said, in line for Player of the Year. Second in Trine history. That's just great numbers for Wagner. She nails the old-school three.
She gets a couple of subs come out there. Let's see who checked in. Did you get those numbers? Who's that?
Let me see.
That's Haley Cole, the freshman from Decatur.
Addison Hudson, the junior out of Battle Creek Lakeview High School.
Decatur, great baseball down there. Played there multiple times. That's south of Indianapolis. The drive there by Bellows. Looked for the foul. Didn't get it. Wagner driving, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's too easy. No, she ponged to the defense, but you got to find a way as a big-time run, 6-point run by Trine.
Coach Morehouse got to take a timeout and figure out how are we going to stop Sydney Wagner. Let's take a break, Mike. We'll be back.
Yeah, my name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
Back at DeVos here, Mike. Man, what a game we got here. 10-3, Trine leads. And Coach Morehouse giving a chewing a little bit to his team, saying, hey, we prepared for this all week. So I expect what he's just talking about is we got to be able to find a way to keep her from getting so close to the basket.
Without question. You know, they're trying to have 6 points in the paint because they're able to get some good backdoor cuts and a single move by Wagner. But sometimes you don't need a 12, 14-point run. A 6-point run has Hope shaken up, and the defense for Trine has limited Hope to scoreless over the last 2 minutes and 49 seconds.
Garner checks back in. That's something else Maynard said. She said, I really like when I get to play with Jada. She said, usually we don't get to play together. We usually play that one. But she's like, when we're together, we both feel really comfortable giving the ball to each other. And that's a rebound by Garner. Massive to give Hope another shot. Maynard gets it to go.
She loves to drive. By the way, we're having a little trouble with the score sheet on the bottom of the video. It's 10-5 Trine over Hope. We'll keep you abreast of that.
Wagner there, Capuch, three-pointer, 45%, but she missed that one.
Like you said, you'll take Trine's three-pointers all day long and a touch foul in the backcourt. I think that's on Willems. And it is.
Oh, they're on Willems. You see the replay here. Garner just kind of beats her.
Well, we've seen more contact in this game, but we'll take it. 5 fouls now by Trine as a team, up by 5.
Garner makes it. She's 77% from the line so far this year.
And Hope has to make free throws. They only shot 61% in the loss to Trine. They were 14-23. They've got to make the intangibles.
She makes a second. Hope College 70% as a team this season. But like you said, they got to be north of that, especially heading into the MIAA tournament play as well as the postseason tournament. dish, really good down there. Williams gets it to go, but the pass by Haley Cole was awesome.
Yeah, you had your big for Trine. Look on the opposite side of the basket on the weak side. Another easy deuce by Trine.
Right side. Garner. Dish down. Richards. Strong. Rebound brought down there by Haley Cole.
Great move by the freshman. Just couldn't get it to go with the left hand. She's comfortable with both hands on the delivery.
Left side. That's Willems. Picks up her dribble. Guarded by Garner. And here's Capuch now. Wagner, nice dish. Haley Cole gets it to go.
Well, after a 4-point run by Hope, Trine answers with a 4-point run, and they've doubled up Hope 14-7.
And they just look in complete control. They have so much confidence in what they want to do offensively, Mike.
Yeah, they're shooting the lights out with good percentage. Another turnover by Hope there.
On the other hand, yeah, Hope just turning the ball over so much. Here's Willems driving there. Good D by Petrolia.
Yeah,
the hands here at Garner.
She did, Matthew. She had her hand straight up in the air using that 6-1 frame to disrupt.
Can't get that one to go. Drive there, Willems. 3-point try, Capuch off the mark. Felt like that could have led into another Coach Morehouse timeout if that one falls.
Capuch had 3 in the victory over Hope on the 11th. My goodness.
Troya rims that one out. And man, this pace is just frenetic, and it is playing into the hands of what Trine wants to do.
Agreed.
Another 3-pointer. Maynard one-on-one now as she speeds away from the defense. She uses her body really well there.
What do they go? She goes 5'6", maybe on a good day, but she's very solid, and she went up and muscled that in. Taryn Maynard, offense off the bench, averaging 7 points in her career, all off the bench.
5'6", but plays with no fear.
Yes.
She is becoming more and more important as the games come on. Ill-advised pass there by Willems is stolen by Anna Richards.
Hope down by 5, 14-9.
Anna guarded here by Wagner. Crosses her up. Dish out. Leah Richards, 3-point try. Yeah! And hey, Mike, for a 5, she shoots it over 40% from 3.
Yeah, it took the words right out of my mouth. And they gave her plenty of space. I don't think they counted on that, but she line drive that one in. The first 3 ball of the day for Hope, down 2.
Cross-court pass, Capuch, 3-pointer. Quick release, can't get it to go. That's her 3rd miss today.
Yeah, and I think 3 out of the last 4 possessions for Trine has been a Capuch miss.
Maynard, yeah, take over game for Taryn Maynard.
7-point run for Hope. We got a tie ball game with $1:35 left in the first quarter. Crowd getting into it.
Left side, Wagner. Upper dribble, dish off. That's drive and kick. Willems, 3-pointer. Trine just can't get a 3-pointer to fall, but Wagner gets it to go right on cue.
Yep, the preseason All-American takes over and rolls one in. The first make for Trine today, 1 for 6.
And Mike, you're absolutely right. I mean, that's what I've noticed about Sydney over the last few seasons. Watching 2 to 3 Trine Hope games every year. When she needs to, she just takes over. She can quiet the noise in the building so well.
Right, and if she doesn't have to, she won't. She doesn't force anything. She's a complete and control ball player. Look at that pass.
What a pass. The crossover and a nice 2 by Addison Hudson, junior from Battle Creek.
And that tempers a beautiful move down low by Anna Richards. That was a tough off-angle shot down low, and Richards was able to convert.
Anna Richards can't secure it, and it's stolen again. We're going to have to take a look at turnover numbers here at the break because Hope is just giving it up so easily.
Good box
just
out.
Keeps shooting.
Yeah, and she's 0 for 5, I think. No, 0 for 4, excuse me. But shooter's going to shoot, Matt. Down by 3 is Hope. 19-16.
Left side here, Garner. She's driving, trying to go to work on Willems. Nice move. The only thing really working for Hope right now offensively is either a Garner drive or a Maynard drive. But hey, 19-18 at the end there of that first quarter. Mike, what are things that you saw there as just a frenetic pace?
Well, it is frenetic, and Hope and Trine have relied on the outside shot maybe a little bit too much. Hope doing what they do best. Their guards have to penetrate. Their guards have to get in the lane, shoot, or dish off. And we saw that a couple times with Anna Richards and Jada Garner the last two possessions.
Hope College 20% from 3, 1 of 5. Trine just 1 of 8. Mike, let's take a break before second quarter action. We'll be right back here on the Hope Sports Network.
Hope students are challenged to dig deeper. They're challenged to find their calling and shape their future. They're taught to empower their talents, chase their dreams, and encouraged to make a difference. The Hope student body is ready to change the world.
Are you thinking about buying, selling, or refinancing? Your title agency matters, and you have a choice. Lighthouse Title started in Holland, Michigan more than 20 years ago and has grown to over 45 locations. We are proud to be local in these communities. Visit Lighthouse Title for more information and use our online widget, Louie the Lightkeeper, to chat with someone today about how we can help you close on your new home.
Back at DeVos for this thrilla in Manila.
Wow.
As Mike Coleman said, 19-18 is the Trine lead. And it just feels like all that right now, a prize fight, because this pace has just been tremendous and playing in the favor of Trine.
Trine only allows 50 field goal attempts by opponents per game. Hope's on pace for 65. That just shows you something.
Courtney Lee checks back in. I'm really interested. Have you noticed how much Anna Richards is setting up on the block? They're trying to get her going. As Vis, just a hesitation step, gets called for the travel.
Yeah, two things. 7th turnover, you're wondering what Hope's number was. And B, Anna Richard, she's very comfortable down low. She can post up. She's like a forward guard, but she can post up on that block for sure.
Sydney Horton here in the game. Sophomore from Roncalli High School. It's just on the south side of Indianapolis.
How about
Big
that?
Catholic school, good football program there. But it's going to be a turnover on Jada Roanhouse, looks like.
These teams are in the top 20 in the nation in fewest turnovers, and right now Trine was 6 turnovers, Hope is 7. That just shows you what kind of pace we're dealing with.
And it shows you a credit to how good these defenses are too, and just a staple of what Coach Rang and Coach Morris want to do. Bellows here, dribble driving, dishes off to Vis. Crossovers, she's trying to go to work on Tate, dishes out. Maynard with a step, almost gets it to the basket. Vis puts the ball on the floor with strength. Yeah.
There we go.
Need to get her going.
You bet. Vis and Bellows, 2 of the top 3 leading scorers on the team, had 0 points.
And at 20-19, Hope College takes their first lead of the ball game.
Coming back from a 7-point deficit.
Horton dishes off to Sherwood. Sherwood up and under, can't get it to go. I remember Sherwood last year came off the bench a bit, played valuable minutes.
Wow.
And Anna Richards going to get called for the travel there.
Yeah, you get your 6 men back. Sherwood now a starter, but Trine brings back 4 starters in Sherwood, who was first off the bench from a team that made it to the Sweet 16, or made it to the second round. That's incredible offense returning.
And if you're looking at these two teams, Mike, I mean, our basketball brains tell us, I mean, these are Sweet 16 to Final Four level teams.
Absolutely.
Here playing today, and they're the 2 that carry this conference so much this year, as well as Calvin just trailing just behind them. Calvin almost able to take one from Trine earlier this year as well.
Absolutely. And Calvin won today. They're going to probably win the number 3 seed in the tournament, but still have a week of basketball. But these 2 teams will probably make it to the national scene in the tournament. One might be at home, one might be on the road, but they're definitely tournament caliber programs.
Wagner, ball in traffic, gets it to Hines. Hines turns the ball over. Lee picks it up.
Good hustle by Courtney Lee, the senior out of Fishers, Indiana.
Maynard now commanding offense, dish out. Vis hesitates for the 3. And she's picked up. Left side, Richards gets a step on Roanhouse. Now around the horn for Hope. Maynard, stop and pop. Just short.
That was a good look. She penetrated, did the step back jumper. Good look from 15.
Left side, Katie Tate driving with a lot of room there. Good D by Anna Richards. I'm going to say they got her on the body.
You know, it was really good defense by Richards, but a little sidestep by Tate, showing some good footwork down low as Brunsberg checks in and Anna Richards gets a breather.
Kind of funny here, I've noticed it's really the first game we haven't seen Coach Morehouse do that 5-in, 5-out substitution yet. So he's kind of playing everything close to the chest.
I think kind of just going organically. Hope and Trine now tied at 20. We're still having some difficulty with the score on the bottom of the video, so we'll keep you on track with that. But just a feeling by Morehouse. He's known a few things or two in his 29 seasons.
Missed the second one in transition, almost stolen by Roanhouse.
Both teams now 8 for 18 from the field for 44%. Hope 1 for 5 from 3. Trine 1 for 8. And Trine doesn't try a lot of 3 points. Hope's forcing him into some longer threes that they really don't want.
So that's Maynard, Lee, Petrolia, Bellows, Brunsburg in here now. First real test of this group of 5 here that we've seen. So Coach Morehouse trying something a little different, using that speed here offensively. Here's Maynard. Ooh, behind the back. Almost stolen, but will stay in Hope's possession. Bellows throws a 3 up with time expiring.
See, that's just good defense by Trine, forcing Hope to take a shot they really didn't want.
Left side, Hines, 3-pointer. And that's Trine finally getting it to go.
She hooked past that over the Hope defense behind a Trine player, and Hines able to drop down the triple.
And the block by Wagner on Maynard.
Yeah, that was solid.
She is just demanding her will to be known right now.
Give credit where credit is due, and I'll give Hope some credit. They haven't been able to hit the 3, but 12 of their last 13 points have come in the paint. They now take the lead in that department, and that's what they're going to have to do, and that's how they got back in the game like we talked about. Hope down 3, 23-20.
Appreciate that score check there, Mike.
Yes, sir.
We got 6:58 here to go until halftime. Here's Bellows driving, picks it up, settles for one, and can't get it to go. Wagner gets in transition. Hines able to come up with that one. And Trine really just out-toughing Hope right now.
And another dish on the weak side and an easy basket down low by Sherwood.
Trine just up 5, but if you're here in this building, you can feel the way Trine is just demanding that pace to be what they want to do.
Agreed. 6-point run has given them the 5-point advantage.
Driving, here's Bellows, kick out to Garner. Garner left side. Maynard thought about a 3, going to work on Tate. Dish back to Garner. And they're going to get Sherwood on the foul.
You know what I'm seeing is kind of like a loose man. I don't know if it's a zone, Matt, but Trine almost forcing Hope to use the 3-point line with no penetration. And Hope is in the top 10 in the nation 3-point shooting, so Hope has not answered with the strategery going on.
That's a great point, Mike. And Trine kind of forcing Hope's hand here early, and I think Hope's just right now feels like they're hanging on possession by possession.
Yeah, sometimes, especially from deep, you hit a couple early ones, it's contagious. Hasn't been the case so far.
Petrolia been a lot more comfortable coming off the bench, Mike. It seems like she's really settled into finding a lot more comfort, being able to do what she wants to do offensively. So that's kind of what she's been so good at. Maynard throws one up there.
Yeah, and to your point, Petrolia averaging 10 off the bench, 5 as a starter. So right on the money, you're absolutely correct. Boy, back-to-back missed shot and a turnover. I think the shoring up the turnovers at halftime is going to be a topic in and of itself for both head coaches.
Yeah, how about Hope College? 8 turnovers, Trine with 7. It's not what you want to see from either of these ball clubs offensively.
Trine averages 12.8 a game, Hope 13.4. Like we said, both top 10 in the nation in that category.
Maynard heading up offense here. Gets it right side there to Garner. 25-20. We got 5:30 to play here before halftime.
Hope's gone away from the high ball screen, Matt. Seems like this quarter.
Yeah, they have, and they've tried to go down as Viss misses that stop and pop right there. We'll be trying basketball, but Mike, they've kind of gone away and they've tried to get the ball a little bit more down to the post, but I think they're just struggling to get people open. They've tried some more stuff off ball, get people off the dribble a little bit, but they just seem a little bit stagnant.
The baseline have been open, and that's just too deep because it's been 3-ball territory. They have not been able to establish any low post or mid-block setup.
And Wagner just keeps throwing it in traffic. It's worked out for her a little bit, but that's another Trine turnover. They have 8. Garner picks it up. Dish out. Maynard, 3-point try. deep. 25-20. Trine hangs on here.
Not her bread and butter, but she was wide open. She had to employ that shot.
Maynard just shoots 27% from three, so like you said, not her best attribute. Petrolia finds Garner, easily gets a 2.
You know, that's a tough shot. It's only from 4 feet, but you got a runner. You don't have any backboard to work with, and Garner now with 6 points to lead her club with Maynard.
And you're kind of thinking about who's going to come from behind and block it.
Now, if it was Emmanuel Menangelo on the Trine men's team, you know. Oh, we got an offensive foul, and Andy Rang, as you can tell, the Trine head coach, very nonplussed about that.
I just saw that as a moving screen violation, it looked like. Hey, we got 4:24 to play before halftime, 25-22 for this media timeout. Why don't we take a break? We'll be back to talk about it.
Sports, like healthcare, requires commitment, teamwork, and excellence. That's why Hope College selected Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics to provide athletic training and physical therapy for all Hope College athletes. Get the care you deserve. Trust the team that exceeds expectations. The Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics Sports Medicine Collaborative.
Back at Voss, 25-22. It's this Trine lead. You got 4:24 to play before halftime. And Mike, not sure what to say here for Hope. Is there big adjustments? You see them, I mean, they're just kind of hanging in here.
Well, they were down 14-7 early on with like 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And you got to give credit to Hope for that. Could have been a pivotal point, Matthew, where they could have really created some more separation. Trine, I should say, but Hope dug in, had a nice run of 7, tied it up, and it's still anyone's ball game as Hope down 25-22.
It's a great point. It's been a whole lot of Maynard here this half. She started to come out once she came in.
Well, she's 6 points off the bench. Hope with 9 bench points of their 22.
Maynard right side gets it off to Leah. Nice dish down to Garner. Garner up and through Hines.
Wow.
Looking for the foul, doesn't get it. Here's Hines driving. Blocked by Viss.
Beautiful block.
What she hasn't been doing offensively, she is doing on defense.
Boy, Maynard is a buzzsaw. She just knifed through the lane. Shot went down, doesn't count, but man, oh man, she's like pulling a Sydney Wagner. She's taking things over offensively for Hope.
Absolutely, and they're going to get Wagner on that foul. So everybody on the court right now for Trine all just have 1 foul. So nobody so far has had to take a seat on the bench.
Wow. You know,
they're keeping it really tight.
They are, and at times they haven't. Like we always say, referees, fantastic job, but Hope's Trine seems like they've been the victim of a few tic-tac fouls.
Pass in, out to Viss. Leah up and under, nice move.
So you got to employ that too. Leah's got the height advantage, she's got the quickness, she's ambidextrous with both right and left hand. Nice basket, Hope down 1.
And I see now why they wanted to get the ball to Anna or Leah down in the low post, because they see that they can exploit the 4 and 5 on Trine.
Exactly, they're quick, they have length. Now the double team in the backcourt.
Huge for Hope as they force another Trine turnover. Viss driving. That's her bread and butter, but just misses, and Leah gets a big board. Garner, kick out. Leah Richards, 3-point try. Ooh. Would have brought the house down here.
Oh, we've only had 3 offensive rebounds in this game combined. Not a lot of second chance opportunities for either club.
Another turnover. That Hope defense, wow, is keeping them in this game, and Katie Tate's going to get her second foul.
Trine has not had a game where they've committed more than 16 turnovers in the game. And right now, Matt, you mentioned, what are they at, 11? Check that, 12. That's unsustainable if you're going to try and win this game. Hope down by 1, 25-24. Andy Rang, head coach off to our left, 80% winning percentage in his career, hands in pockets, trying to talk to one of the refs. Calm, cool, collected.
I mean, what a fantastic job he's done in his 7 years. I mean, who would have looked at 7 years ago what Trine looked like as a basketball program? Credit to him as well as the men's team on what they've been able to create.
Oh, yeah, it's a culture.
Is remarkable.
Rang has 3 MIAA regular season titles and 2 MIAA tourney titles. Hope with the lead. How about that?
So we got 2:57 to play. 26-25 is the Hope lead. Let's keep it right here on that Trine timeout. And Mike, looking at things here, turnovers, Trine now with 13. And all that really in the last couple minutes.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. You look at those turnovers, and that is in part why they've been held scoreless for 3 minutes and 44 seconds, hoping on a scoreless run of almost 3 minutes. And those are vital defensive stops. But, you know, you have to help yourself. Hope's defense is good enough to disrupt, but man, oh man, 13 turnovers in the first half, which has led to 12 Hope points off those turnovers.
Something I said in the pregame, Hope College, 24 points a game off turnovers.
That's a lot.
So that is a staple for what they try to do. And Trine as well. I mean, both these teams so much anchored by their defense, and it's proven here today as both teams really struggling to score.
And I think Hope, it's been fortuitous for Hope that they've had 8 turnovers of their own, but it's only led to 1 Trine basket, so sometimes you're able to catch a break.
Here's Wagner now, getting things going as Hope just takes the lead there. That last possession, nice pass to Haley Cole. It's kind of like Haley Cole, the freshman's her new favorite toy. She finds a way to keep her open, get the ball down to her. She loves that rip-through pass down there.
Double teamed up top, doesn't bother her at all.
It's like when Tom Brady would get her new rookie receiver, say, let's see what we can do with that. And Haley Cole's doing fantastic as she gets that rebound.
Oh, those near misses down low, painful.
Right side, Wagner. Driving. The defense collapses on her and she gets it out to Hines. Down to Cole. Cole fighting for it. They're going to get Bellows on the foul.
Matt, I know this doesn't seem like a big stat, but Hope just 6 of 12 in points in shot attempts in the key. Those are a high percentage, and that's not a good percentage if you're Hope. They're getting the looks right now, just can't convert. Hope down 1.
Great point, Mike. And 27-26, here's the Trine lead. We got 2 to play before halftime. Hines, three-pointer. That looked good from release, I'll tell you that much. She shot that like an Indiana player.
Oh, she's amazing. She had 11 fourth-quarter points in the victory over Hope, including a couple of 3 balls in that victory.
I tell you, these girls from Indiana, it's like they're born with a basketball in their crib, the way they shoot it.
I always thought that was true. I watched Hoosier yesterday just to get my mind right for this. Yeah. I can make it, Coach.
She's doing her own Jimmy Chitwood impression.
You bet.
For her first minutes in the game, they're checking Alexis Snodgrass, the junior from Hartford, Michigan. Can you take me to Hartford for a minute?
I can. East Side, not quite Detroit, kind of in that eastern middle part of the state, if I'm not.
Take me there from Ypsilanti.
Huh, north, north.
Bellows driving. Oh! And one there for Olivia Bellows.
Boy, she really needed that.
They're going to say it's on the floor.
Oh, my goodness.
Foul on Sierra Hines. We look at the replay here, Mike. She drives and
Oh, boy, that's a bang-bang play. That's a tough call.
Thought if it was a foul, it would have been on Snodgrass, but they're going to give it to Hines.
And, you know, she's going to have to earn it from the line. One thing I love about Bellows, nobody goes to the line more, but 64% free throw shooter. But she drops it down. That's her first point in the game. This is the leading scorer for this ball club. She was all conference last year, coming off the bench for the Flying Dutch. You don't see that too often. Beautiful.
Oh, and a fantastic season she had last year. She is the leading scorer for the Dutch so far in her senior campaign. But if you talk to her, I know she's been frustrated with the way that things have looked and felt, turning the ball over a little bit more than she has in the past. Trying to clean that up. Here's Wagner as Trine leads 30-28. Roanhouse picks up her dribble. Kick out to Wagner. Wagner thought about a 3, gives it up to Hudson. Here's Roanhouse again, and she's fouled on the baseline by Leah Richards.
See, how is that possible? Richards is completely mobile with her hands in the air straight up, and she gets caught for the block. She had it completely blocked off.
It's a tough one, as Leah's now going to have to take a seat on the bench. Courtney Lee checks back in here. Mike, we got 1:16 to play. Trine still 30-28. Haley Cole, the freshman, checks back in.
And for Hope, Anna Richards has 2 fouls. She's been out of the game the last couple minutes. 30-28. Trine has taken the lead back.
She's up to Roanhouse. Kick out. Capuch, 3-pointer. Off the mark. Haley Cole gets the board. Huge minutes by this freshman off the bench.
Oh, yeah. Just the second offensive rebound of the day for Trine.
Thought about a high ball screen with Cole and Wagner. A great defense there by Courtney Lee. Forces the turnover on Roanhouse.
Yeah, good discipline by Lee. Had a little bit of a dribble drive on Olivia Bellows, and Lee, boy, she has really had a solid senior season with some good defense, forcing another turnover.
14 turnovers by Trine this first half, but they are clinging. The 30-28 lead. 47 seconds left here. 17 shot clock. Bellows probing. Oh, she's trying to find Troya on the no-look pass. Just off the mark. Time expiring on the shot clock here. Forces one up, can't get it to go. Haley Cole rebound.
Man, if you're down by 2, Hope only shooting 21% in the second quarter to 57% for Trine. You're still in the game. You'll take that.
Last possession here, 30-28 Trine lead, trying to extend it to 2 possessions here. And it is a dogfight here in DeVos.
Agreed.
Wagner going to work on Bellows, drives with space, kick out. Capuch for 3. Yeah!
Wow, her first make couldn't come at a better time.
And that will do it here in the half. What a great last possession there for Trine. They extend the lead to 5, and it has felt like their game all in that first half, Mike.
Well, it's been back and forth. You give credit to Trine for that 7-point lead early on. 2/3 of the way through the first quarter, Hope came back. It's been some winning runs since, and really the big difference, Trine has offset their 14 turnovers in the first half by shooting 50% in that first frame, and Hope got really cold. Scoreless the last 2 minutes, just finished the first half at 32% from the
Trine
field.
out-rebounding Hope right now, 21-14. Something I expect Hope to want to change, because that's been a staple. They're typically out-rebounding opponents by 7 a game. But right now, tonight, Haley Cole has just been awesome as the freshman that's come off the bench. She's got a couple of baskets, but besides that, Mike, I mean, she just seems like she really works well with Wagner.
Yeah, she really does offensively, and she clogs up the middle on that kind of laissez-faire man defense. But I tell you one thing that I've noticed too, Hope 1 for 8 from deep. They've got to hit some threes if they're going to go that way.
33-28. That's the Trine lead here at halftime at DeVos Fieldhouse. Mike, let's take a break. We'll be back for second half action on this massive MIAA game here in Holland, Michigan.
Hope College is where academic greatness and a vibrant Christian tradition give students a foundation to pursue their passions and chase their life's calling. Hope ranks near the top nationally for undergraduate research, innovation, and value. Hope College is preparing students for a life of leadership and service. Learn more at hope.edu.
Cancer, we're coming for you. Parkinson's, your days are numbered. Alzheimer's, we're zeroed in on you too. Because at Van Andel Institute, the world's best minds are working relentlessly to eradicate these diseases forever. By advancing the boldest innovations, achieving breakthroughs, and transforming lives. Because the most powerful way to fight diseases, never stop fighting. Van Andel Institute, innovation unleashed.
Gentex is a tech company supplying electro-optical products to the global automotive, aerospace, and fire protection industries. With focused competencies in design, vision, displays, software, and more, we're always looking for engineering talent. For our direct hire hourly production positions, we run open interviews Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 at our 58 East Riley facility in Zeeland. And our facilities, benefits, and culture are everything you'd expect from a world-class employer. Now's the time to join Team Gentex.
name's Emma Duttmers, and I'm a communications major, and then I'm minoring in environmental studies. I play soccer. The first soccer game of my junior year, I tore my ACL. Our athletic trainer, Annie, was there for me right when it happened, and she was there for me literally every step of the way. That was definitely a huge growing opportunity for me, and it was really hard, but it really pushed me to be a leader with more of my voice because I couldn't lead by example on the field. It definitely made me take a step back and realize how much there is to be grateful for.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to share hope stories of transformational impact.
At Van Andel Institute, we're in a race, a relentless competition to get ahead of the diseases that affect our world. Cancer, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. We are at the forefront of research and discovery. Our global collaborations are a catalyst for big breakthroughs so that we can make the greatest impact on the health of current and future generations. Because in the race to prevent and cure some of the most insidious diseases, victory is the only option. Van Andel Institute, Innovation Unleashed.
We got the hope and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory. We want the glory. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Kill it every day up in the morning. It's a blessing, so I do it for the glory. The glory. The glory. production. Look at the numbers, I've been hustling. Little rough around the edges, still I made it though. Still I just been laying low. Man, I just feel grateful though. I know where I come from, man, I ain't alone. Yeah, and I feel so blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. And I'm with the day unos. They don't ride to the death. We got the legacy. We got the hope and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory. We want the glory. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Kill it every day up in the morning. It's a blessing, so I do it for the glory. The glory. The glory. You know I do it for the glory. The glory. When I do it, yeah, I do it for the glory.
In our popular mythology, revolutions happen in Silicon Valley, right? But no, the revolution happened here.
I think we are starting a revolution. It's coming from a very strong sense of who we are.
It's immediately creating a multi-generational community.
There's something magical happens when you shift from being a payer to being a giver.
Hope Forward has 58 students, I think, today-ish. You know, when we started in '94, we had 47. It's doable. What they're trying to do is doable. Getting people to believe early on is the hardest part.
It has given people a sense of belonging to a cause greater than themselves.
This can happen. This is possible. And we need each of you to be brand ambassadors for this initiative.
We're all aware of the crisis in American education. There are other crises as well that I think are linked to it. The second is the crisis facing our young people, the mental health crisis. And the third crisis is the crisis in our church. And when I look at what is happening here at this school, in this community, I see it as not just addressing the first of those crises, but all three of them.
The students are incredible, and the idea is incredible. Why not 30 years from now, this is the norm?
I've said this a million times, but who better than a place called Hope to run toward things that to the world look hopeless?
There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone, and nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, there is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and flaws. Can we see beyond the uncertainty and brokenness? At Hope College, we do. Not by ignoring the world as it is, but by learning and living with the belief that this is not the world as it should be, by driving to understand, to unlock clarity, to amplify truth, by leading with inspired compassion, by embodying a vision that illuminates greater opportunity for all, by serving with anchored conviction, using our collective gifts to offer this world what it needs most. Hope. Not simply hope as a desire, but hope as a way of being. Because hope has changed the way we see the world, and hope drives us to change the way the world is. Because hope shapes our calling. Because hope inspires our dreams. Because hope empowers our talents. Because hope frees us to try. Because hope transforms what we believe, transforms how we act, transforms who we are. At Hope College, we know this life-altering grace is a gift we have all been given, and it is the greatest gift we can offer the world. Hope transforms.
Hey, back here for second half action. That's 33-28 is the Trine lead. And Mike, we got a prize fight here. What you got for me?
Well, we talked about it in the pregame and in the first quarter. What it come down to is making some shots. And this has been a really close game, some mini runs in case you just joined us. But Hope won for their last 7 field goals to close out the first half. And Trine hit 3 of their last 4 3-point attempts to close out the first half. It's created a 5-point separation. Not insurmountable, but that's really what it's come down to, is Trine's been able to override a lot of turnovers on their part. And Hope has been able to override, for the most part, only being down 5. Some really poor shooting, just 32% overall and 1 for 8 from deep.
Yeah, and Trine on the other side of things, that second quarter, they finally got a couple 3-pointers to fall, 3 of 4 from the 3-point line after just being 1 of 8 in that first quarter. So both these teams starting to get some things going on offense, but I mean the defense, like we talked about, has just been fantastic.
It has. I mean, it's been solid on both sides. I mean, Trine's been able to get a few sneak passes down low for some baskets, but points in the paint are even. And well, here's what I like about Trine: 13 baskets, 11 via the assist. So the passing's been sharp, and no surprise that Sydney Wagner leading with 10 points for Trine, but she's also kicking in 4 assists and 3 steals.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, I mean, Sydney Wagner, she's the preseason All-American, probably MIAA Player of the Year this year. If I'm a betting man, that's who I'm betting on. She's 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, and man, she has just controlled this tempo of the game. And ironically for Hope, it's looked like Maynard has kind of been the straw that stirs the drink for them on the other end.
Yeah, Maynard and Leah Richards have been solid off the bench, 6 and 5 points respectively.
Katie Tate brings it up, gets it off the left side. Here's Wagner. Wagner around the horn here. High ball screen there by Sherwood. Cross-court pass to Roanhouse. Top of the key is Tate. Tate driving, dish out. Wagner, 3-ball, off the mark. Sherwood gets the board with strength.
See, that's a great power move. She got the offensive rebound, settled herself, and went up strong. High off the window.
Whether it's Sherwood or it's Haley Cole coming off the bench, those 2 5s have been so good for Trine against Hope's Leah Richards and Courtney Lee.
Agreed.
Anna picks up her dribble, gets it out to Bellows. Bellows easily stolen by Wagner.
Matches the biggest deficit of the day. Hope down 35-28.
Driving there is Wagner. It looks like they're going to get it off the hands of Wagner. I don't know if we can see the replay there. 35-28, largest lead since 14-7 here for Trine. We got 9 to play here in the third.
I think they're going to say it went off Garner. You might have heard the Hope fans voice their happiness over that call.
Katie Tate driving up and under, can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound though. Fights for it with the left.
Boy, how about a concerted effort for Trine to go after the offensive board. 2 strong putbacks on second chance efforts.
Trine now with their biggest lead of the game. They lead by 9 here, 37-28. It's again, still trying to get that score graphic here for you, but we'll keep you up to date, old school radio style. How about Bellows?
Oh man, Hope just 3 for their last 15 before that shot. Bellows knocks down the triple.
Hey, when I bought my Bellows stock 2 years ago, I knew it'd be up and down sometimes. So hasn't been her best game, but when you need her, that was huge.
Third straight point blank make by Trine.
Trine is just exploiting them down low in the low post right now.
Without question.
Side, Anna Richards thinks about it. Gets it out to Viss here, left side. Viss been pretty quiet here today, and it's stolen off of Viss here for Hines. Hines driving, and 1.
Wow. Trine just taking over down low right now. That was a great hesitation move by Hines. Feigned the pass, went up strong, and now a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Trine leads by 10 as we see the replay here. Hines on that steal on Viss. Just uses her body there. Bellows going to come out of the game. Coming in here is Leah Richards as well as Taryn Maynard.
You know, Matt, they always talk about the first couple minutes to close out a quarter or to start a quarter, and Trine has taken advantage of that philosophy with a 41-31 lead, due in part outscoring Hope 8-3 in this third frame.
Hines misses. Rebound brought down by Anna. Left side, Anna. To Maynard for 3. Yeah!
Back
she needed it.
Praise, boy, that is huge.
She will not go down quietly.
No. 9 for Maynard.
Wagner looking for that high ball screen. Tate picks it up. Wagner for three. Yes.
Wow, right in front of her bench.
She looks right at her bench. Gets them excited. I can't help but get excited at really good basketball right here, Mike.
You got to love good play, and that Wagner three provides Trine a 10-point margin.
Trine faithful here to our left, looking for that travel call on Viss.
Foul's going to go against Katie Tate, her third, the only player in the game with more than 2.
That's Tate's third, but she wasn't even anywhere near the basketball. Leah Richards easily stolen by Hines. Rebound brought down there by Wagner. This has been all Trine here in the third.
Sure has.
Another three-pointer by Wagner. Hope needs to take a timeout. It's 47-34 here in DeVos. 6:50 to play in the third. A timeout is what Coach Morehouse will do. And Mike, they have some stuff to talk over.
Yeah, 10-3 run. Couldn't come at a worse time. Fresh out of the break and intermission. 6:50 left to play. And Trine's too good. You get down 13-12 double figures. It's tough to come back, especially the way Hope's shooting. Boy, those 2 3 balls on Hope made really shows you how much they needed those. It could be really devastating right now.
Wagner leads all scorers with 13 now. Or I'm sorry, 16. The score update there with that three-pointer she hit. She's got 16. She averages 15 a game. And wow, I mean, Trine out of that break with 6:50 to play here, up 13. They have just look like the MIAA champion team.
Well, they're trying to win their first outright title since 2019. Hope won the outright title last year. In the 3 years previously, Hope and Trine have split. Like we talked about, the conference championship has gone through these two programs over the last 9 years, so they're no stranger to one another. But Trine has won more games than any other team here at DeVos. They've won 6 out of the 16 losses all time against Hope here at DeVos Fieldhouse.
With those last three-pointers they were able to hit. Trine now 6 of 15, so they're shooting 40% from 3 now, so that looks a lot better in the stat sheet for them, and 54% from the field. But I can't help but go another minute and think, like, Hope's bigs, Hope's 4s and 5s have got to be tougher on Sherwood and Cole.
They do.
I mean, Sherwood is doing anything she wants. If it's a high ball screen and a roll, or if she wants to just stay down there in the post, she's getting offensive rebounds every time.
Agreed. 4 offensive rebounds in this second half alone, and we haven't even played 4 minutes into it.
Mater left side, kicks out. Petrolia needed the home bounce, didn't get it.
Had a good look.
Hope needs a basket like they need air. Right side. That's a sub in the ball game now. Looks like that's Addison Hudson in here for Trine with the group of those starters. Hines, dribble driving, kick out. Capuch, right side, up and under. Yeah.
Well, that's just a tough shot. You're going away from the basket, a little line drive, and that extends the lead to 49-34. Trine, biggest lead of the day.
Anna Richards thinks about it.
Doesn't that look like a zone, Matt? Kind of a loose man.
Yeah, it looks like they're just kind of taking away the 3 from Hope, and they're going to force them to drive through it. What's making it hard on Hope right now, it looks like they'll stay out on the perimeter for a zone, and until they force Garner or Maynard to drive, then they just collapse on them.
That's true.
So they're going to force Hope to find a way to score through that. But the communication is really good right now. They're switching everything. The runner by Anna Richards.
Goodness. That's a senior move by the freshman Richards. Yeah, the communication's great. That's why they're 6th in the nation in scoring defense, this Trine Thunderball club.
Sherwood top the key. The lefty drives. Going to work on Leah. Strong with her left. They can't stop her.
No, she did a 180, set it up with a little forearm just to create a little separation, nothing intentional, and was able to turn and hit it.
I think the theme for me when you think about championship level teams is how they came out in the third quarter and they punched Hope in the mouth, and they've really been very confident about what they want to accomplish.
Point blank miss by Leah Richards.
And Garner just fighting and clawing for all she has to try and get Hope back in this game.
Matt, 10 of the 16 points for Trine in this third quarter have been in the paint, doing parts of second chance efforts, 4 offensive rebounds like we talked about. We got a timeout.
And how about Sherwood's 10 right now? 8 of those happening in the second half. So that's a timeout, under 5 to play, 51-36. Why don't we take a quick break,
Sounds
Mike?
good.
We'll be right back.
Hey, my name is Travis Williams.
Wow.
I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
Back here at DeVos, 51-36. Trine been dominant here in the third quarter. Hope College just trying to find an answer to be able to stop Wagner and Wagner and Sherwood.
Yeah, they combined 11 of 13 from the field at Wagner and Sherwood, 26 points of the 51 for Trine. Trine shooting 57% on this day to Hope's 35%. And looking at the field goal attempts, we were talking about how Hope is on such a big-time pace. Both teams have shot the ball 37 times, so trying to short things up.
51-36 here. There's Maynard, left side Anna Richards. Petrolia checks in here. Trying some things differently here on offense. Like you said, kind of a switch everything zone that Trine's got set up. Petrolia can't get that to go. Anna Richards fights for it.
Yeah, big offensive rebound. Hope guards have not been able to penetrate in this third quarter.
We're going to get the foul there on the freshman, Haley Cole. If you're Hope, I know at those timeouts, you got to be able to say, we have plenty of time, but it's one possession at a time. You can't do this all in one bout, you know.
No,
Trine's not going to be a team that's going to let you in unless you fight and claw for every possession.
Agreed, and you can't get three-point happy either. You try and go for the good shot. And take it from me, I'm Hope is an excellent three-point shooting team. They haven't shown it today, but you just can't take those panic threes.
I wouldn't mind Brunsberg coming in for a couple minutes here.
You bet.
'Cause she might be that three-point specialist they need. Little full court pressure here by Hope as they cut the lead to 13. Tate driving, dish, Haley Cole.
It's like plug and play. How many times have we seen on the near side to our left an easy layup with the left hand?
I mean, as a freshman, Haley Cole, she's just not skipping a beat.
No.
Dish down. Leah Richards too strong. And Hope just completely out of sync. Wagner to her favorite target. Once again, Haley Cole.
She's just in control. She doesn't rush it, and she takes good shots down low. They're not always automatic.
Comes Anna Richards, picks up her dribble, dish out. Petrolia gets it down to Leah. Leah trying to go to work on Cole, kick out to Anna. Anna driving, dish down. Leah up and under. And I think they're going to get the foul there. Is on Zoe Willems.
It will. A good combo package. The Richards sisters working well in tandem. Probably did that a time or two at Lansing Catholic. They won a state title their junior year. Petrolia out, this in. Petrolia 0 for 4 today, all from three-point range. She had come in averaging almost 13 points a game her last 6. Hope's been outscored 22-11 in this third quarter. It was 19-18 at the end of the first, and then Trine had a 5-point lead at intermission.
It's kind of do or die time for Hope. Like I said, they still have time, but down 15, every possession matters here. As Viss checks back in the game, but you got to think this is really your only chance to be able to win the conference if you're Hope College. So they don't want to see their hopes die here at DeVos on February 15th.
And you want to try and cut this double-digit deficit inside 10 by the end of the third. I think that would be reasonable and practical.
They're going to get Maynard on the hand check, it looks like. Just her first.
Yeah, nobody with more than 2 fouls for Hope. And Anna Richards and Olivia Bellows with 2. For the Dutchman.
And Anna Richards, Taryn lead scoring for Hope here with 9 today. Leah adds in 7. Maynard played a really good first half.
She did.
For Hope, and she comes in here in this game. It's hopefully not too far of a deficit for Hope to be able to do something, as Wagner she's that all MIAA player of the year that she has been in the past. She now has 18.
And a feathery touch got the membership bounce from 8 feet.
Tate gets the steal, and Wagner goes up and under. I stood on my feet. I didn't know if Wagner was going to dunk it at this point.
Wouldn't surprise me, that's for sure. Incredible athlete. That was a great foul by Garner. She had to foul her hard because Wagner's strong. Going to make her earn it at the line.
Trying up 17 here. Bellows checking in for Garner.
So we were talking about Hope's all-time record at DeVos, 16 losses and 291 victories, and Trine has the most victories against Hope here on this court. There haven't been many. That's phenomenal numbers.
Wagner's got 19 now.
Yeah, Wagner.
And the things you don't see here that video hasn't captured are a couple of these times here, Mike, where you've seen her leadership. She has the authority to be able to call out some of her teammates. I watched her look at a teammate and say, that is a possession. We needed to get that stop. We need to be able to come up a little bit harder there on that screen. I mean, that's what a senior does, because she believes in the level that this team can play at. There's another Trine steal. Dish out Sherwood for 2, off the mark.
That was a beautiful no-look lob. Sherwood just a little farther out of her comfort zone.
Maynard driving. She just gets blocked there. Kind of aimless with that drive, and Hope just looks like a team without a plan right now.
Yeah, playing a little desperate, and a good block by Wagner. Talking about her shooting and passing, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and a block. It's a stat filler.
Bellows left side gets the screen there, and a dish off here to Anna Richards.
There we go.
Membership bounces, Mike Coleman likes to say.
Anna Richards with 11. Hope still only shooting 34%. That's not going to cut it. They got to make some shots.
Left side, that's Roanhouse. Gets it off to Hines. Wagner for 3. She's wide open. Off the mark, but what again but an offensive rebound by Trine to reset things for them. Hines for 3. Off the mark. Viss fights for it.
Boy, that was just a second miss by Wagner on the first shot attempt of that possession.
Maynard drives there.
Boy, you just saw how Maynard leaned into contact. She's not afraid of it. And a good free throw shooter at the line. Third foul on Sherwood. Well, I wasn't expecting this, Matt. Trine obviously hitting some shots, 11 of 17 in this third quarter, but the offensive rebounds, second chance points, dominating points in the paint, those are all winning combos.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Hope you're down 15 with 1:26 to play. They just got to take possession by possession. Get this to 10 before half would be awesome.
Right.
And that's how you got to start thinking of things.
You don't have to eat the whole burrito.
Just get a stop. Wagner for 2 off the mark. But another Haley Cole rebound.
Yeah,
and put back.
That was a good play. Cole might have got away with a push-up, but that was a fine play by Cole. She's got 10. He hadn't missed a field goal.
Gets Mike Chandler to stand up. Well, he was the one that wanted to foul on that one, too.
Yeah, Greg Chandler with 92.7, the van off to our right, the vociferous voice. He won't hold back.
Maynard can't get anything to go. They're going to get Lee. It's just been bottled up by Haley Cole.
Well, there's a reason that Trine's 2 losses have come against top 25 teams. They're fantastic. Trying to go undefeated in MIAA play, a win today and a couple wins next week against some teams they should beat, because I was looking at the future schedule, Matt. Trine has Olivet at Olivet Wednesday and Kalamazoo on Saturday. Should take care of business.
So we'll have a chance to kind of look at things in the MIAA here.
You bet.
Next time that we have a break. But for right now, we got to get through this quarter here with 32 seconds.
Yeah, you want to wipe the taste out of your mouth. This has been a bad third frame for the Dutch.
Down 16 here.
Boy, 27 points by Trine in this third quarter. That's a whole lot of offense.
So Haley Cole gets her 4th foul.
Good catch.
They're going to keep her in the game here for this last possession. She does have 10 on the game, and whether it's her or Sherwood, it just doesn't matter. They both have 10, and they've both been awesome.
And Cole, she's just a freshman.
Maynard misses that one. Rebound brought down by Cole. I think they're going to get Maynard on the foul there.
Boy, the Hope fans are livid right now.
We love to see the fight here from Maynard as she's just trying to fight and claw for it.
Agreed. Wow, we've missed all our shots in the paint in this quarter, Matt. 0 for 4.
Yeah, one of the worst quarters we can remember here for a Hope team, at least for this season, as Cole gets that one to go.
Yeah, it's been tough. 33% shooting, 3 of 12 from deep. They've made their free throws, but that's been a moot point. They've out-rebounded by 9. A team, Hope always out-rebounds.
Cole gets the second to go. Got one last chance here for Hope here in the third quarter. She comes out. Coach Andy Rank saying awesome job to Haley Cole.
And why not? She's played a fantastic game.
5 to play here. It's time expiring. Garner, 3-pointer. Yeah, nothing but net and a big one for her.
That might be the spark, Matthew.
It's going to have to be because down 15. They got things to talk through here. Hope College down 15. As we head into the fourth quarter, we'll be right back here in the Hope Sports Network.
Hope students are challenged to dig deeper. They're challenged to find their calling and shape their future. They're taught to empower their talents, chase their dreams, and encouraged to make a difference. The Hope student body is ready to change the world.
Are you thinking about buying, selling, or refinancing? Your title agency matters, and you have a choice. Lighthouse Title started in Holland, Michigan more than 20 years ago and has grown to over 45 locations. We are proud to be local in these communities. Visit Lighthouse Title for more information and use our online widget Louie the Lightkeeper to chat with someone today about how we can help you close on your new home.
Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse, Matt Wayne and Mike Coleman here on this call. For those of you that aren't here, we got a packed house here in DeVos Fieldhouse. For those who aren't here, around MIAA, this game does matter. As we look at some highlights here, we're going to kind of share with you what's coming up here in the MIAA. As Hope has a lot of work here to do today, but Trine leads the conference 13-0, Hope 12-1. That's Calvin at 10-5, Alma 7-6, Albion 8-7, Adrian 5-9. Those are the teams kind of fighting for that front 6.
Agreed. Calvin defeated Kalamazoo today handily, but Alma lost to St. Mary's. That was a surprise. So now Alma just a half-game lead over Albion for third place. So we'll see how that shakes out with 2 games left after today.
There's Katie Tate going to work down there, and one.
Boy, that's been a broken record play for Trine in this second half. Up with the left hand, off to our left, which is across the court from where you are to the right from your viewing angle, folks. But Trine found a spot, and they've employed it.
Tate gets that one to go. Here's Leah Richards driving up and under with the left.
Just kind of a symbol of how today's gone for the Flying Dutch offense.
Absolutely. 65-47 here. It's right side. Wagner driving, kick out to Hines. Brunsberg in there now. It's it down to Sherwood again. Sherwood's got 12.
Beautiful. Just a beautiful draw and feed. You know, Hope handed Trine 2 victories during the regular season last year. Trine just trying to return the favor.
If anything about how things have gone offensively for Hope, Trine has 17 assists to Hope's 5.
That's incredible. You bet. That just shows you the setup that they do, penetrating and dishing.
You got to think a lot of that is Wagner, the way she's been so good. You and I were talking off air about the way she does those wraparound passes.
Yep.
It's almost like it reminds me of the way that they would set up that like 2016 Houston Rockets with Harden would come off screens and be so good with the left.
Yeah, that's a great pull. It's kind of very similar. That's true. And I've liked how Trine has used that pass cross court to have a player keyed up behind who you think they're passing to create a screen.
Right.
And you don't see that.
They'll just wrap around that screen,
Yes.
and every time Wagner just knows to get the ball out.
Almost looks like it's going to be a wayward turnover pass, but it's not.
And the confidence she has, she's throwing it in traffic when sometimes Sherwood and Cole are double teamed down there, and she'll just get it right in the right spot.
Yeah, it looks way too busy for it to be effective. 20-point lead for Trine. My goodness. This is a quiet crowd of 2,000 people right now.
Viss trying to use strength. She's just blocked by Hines. She can't get anything to go here.
Yep, Hope back late on defense. Trine didn't get the shot, but they'll go to the line. Trine shooting 57% in this game.
See again there on that defensive possession. Here's Hines at the free throw line. Looking there at that third quarter, Trine 12 of 19 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 3 of 5 at the line. I mean, a lot of points scored there in the third. Just Hope 5 of 13. And that's been the story here as Trine leads by 22.
Yeah, it has. Hope just 8 of their last 34 shots from the field in this game, Matthew.
Leah Richards, right side. Viss kind of gets the ball down to her. She's too deep under the basket. Viss settles for a 3, gets it to go.
Well, we'll take it. Stranger things have happened. A lot of time left, 8 minutes on the dot.
You just got to get something going here on offense.
Maynard working hard defensively. She won't quit.
Wagner kick down to Tate. I mean, do you notice, Mike, how well this team knows each other as Roanhouse gets the easy 2?
Yeah, just the ball motion, and then Roanhouse, she goes perpendicular in the lane to the backside of the defense for a reverse layup.
I feel like I've been watching them for years. I mean, because we have.
Yeah, that's true. This team Trine starting 3 seniors. They bring back 5 of their top 6 scorers, and you knew they were going to make some hay coming off an 8-loss season last year, even though they made the national scene. But, you know, even though for Hope fans, you got to give Trine credit. They're going to be a fun team to watch in the postseason. I think if you're a basketball fan, 2 teams you keep your eyes on for sure.
Garner there. He's going to be fouled on the way up by Wagner.
Well, that's a battle. How about the reigning MVP of the MIAA, Jada Garner? Probably will not get that honor this year, and Sydney Wagner will probably take that over, and deservingly so. Both teams had 3 all-conference players last year, and they're all back for either club. It was Garner, Viss, and Bellows for Hope College.
So we'll see how those things shake out. Obviously, these 2 teams been the best in the MIAA all year.
Agreed.
So you imagine they're both going to have multiple players there in that first and second team. We'll see how things shake out. Obviously, Garner last year, all MIAA Player of the Year. Not sure if she will repeat. But you got to think, especially the way Wagner played today, that she is all but established that she is the MIAA Player of the Year.
Especially in this type of scenario, Matt. You got 2 teams that are deadlocked and fighting for a title, and she's had a stellar game. She's obviously the player of the game.
So you see the replay there, the dish out to Richards, short. Rebound for Hope going the other way. Here's Maynard setting up offense. Like we've talked about here around the horn, women's basketball in the MIAA. Albion won earlier, 70-65 over Adrian. It's Calvin beat Kalamazoo 77-51, and St. Mary's beat Alma 66-62. Looking ahead for these schools, we got Hope taking on Adrian on the road next Wednesday. Trine's got Olivet, and then next Saturday, Hope's going to take on Alma at home, as well as Trine's got Kalamazoo. So fairly easy matchups to finish out this season for both teams, and all but pretty much locked up where if this game ends the way we think it's going to, is 6 to play, Trine all but locks up that 1 seed, and Hope all but locks up the 2.
And both teams will win a bye in the first round of the tournament. The interesting thing will be how it's all going to shake out in the 4, 5, and 6 seeds going into 3, 4, 5, and 6 seeds, because one would play the winner of 4 and 5, 2 would play the winner of 3 and 6. Calvin looks assured to be in third place closing out.
Right, and then you see, especially see when you think about with the men's team, Trine possibly playing into that one, but it likely will turn out where Calvin ends up being the host site for the men, and Trine will now be the host site for the women's, is what I think is going to end up happening.
Calvin and men's have yet to lose a conference game. And I was looking at the numbers at halftime. Trine hosting Olivet in men's action. By the way, Hope Men are up 50-31 at Alma, and now Trine has pulled away over Olivet, and Calvin was winning handily. So all things being equal, Calvin will remain in first in the MIAA men's standings. Boy, Wagner, that stop and pop is deadly.
The only thing that would make things funky there is Trine ends up winning on the men's side as the champion, and if they end up giving them an opportunity to host both tournaments, or if they're going to try and end up having Calvin host one, and
I don't know if that's feasible. Can you have the men and women host in the same arena?
Talked to Sports Information Director Alan Babbitt about it last week, and he said it has happened. He said there was a time when Hope did host both men's and women's. They were able to alternate games. But now, I mean, you especially think with both Trine and Calvin being great host sites, you'd think the conference would make that decision.
They might. Yeah, they're both fine facilities. Look at that ball motion.
Here, massive pace difference here for Trine as they lead by 23 here on the road. All but dominant second half in a game that felt like Hope was right in it there at halftime, 33-28. And they just 16 points here in the second half. And it's been not enough as Trine has just completely taken over this ball game.
Yep, Trine the better team today for sure. They're going to move to 21-2 with 2 games left to play, and Hope will drop to 19-4 as they have a timeout on the court. 4:32 left, 77-54. It's been the Sydney Wagner show. She's helped her mates for Trine. 23 points by Wagner. Fantastic career. Sydney Wagner, the preseason All-American.
Sports, like healthcare, requires commitment, teamwork, and excellence. That's why Hope College selected Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics to provide athletic training and physical therapy for all Hope College athletes. Get the care you deserve. Trust the team that exceeds expectations. The Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics Sports Medicine Collaborative.
77-54 here at DeVos. It's Trine with this 23-point lead, all but dominant. You got to think, if you're a Trine fan and if you're in that huddle over there with Coach Andy Rang, these are the things that give you faith to believe how far this team can go in the postseason tournament. One of the 10 best teams in the country all season long. I think they're a team that they want to host a regional game as well.
Yeah, that's such a shot in the arm. We've seen that a few times for Hope. Women have been able to host in the national scene, and that's such a big help to have the MTI Center as your friend. But I'm looking at some numbers on that quick break, Matthew. All things being equal, Hope would have the number 2 bye on Tuesday, and they would play Friday against the winner of Calvin and Adrian, and Calvin the number 3 seed. And Calvin women have played Hope tough this year.
They have. You don't want to play a team 3 times.
No.
Because I'm thinking about that when it comes to the men's Hope team, who's lost to Calvin twice, that can they find a way, their only way into the tournament being winning the conference tournament. So you wonder, with Petrolia shooting up a 3 and gets it to go, you wonder if Hope, after losing 2 games on the men's side, can they win a 3rd?
They did it. They did it last year. Again, they've won 3 consecutive MIAA tournament games when they were heavily not favored against top 25 ranked teams in Calvin and Trine. There's that pass you're talking about, Matt.
The pass to Capuch, I mean, that is so pretty.
Trine having fun right now.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they are finding themselves absolutely dominating this game. It's not just the way that they've been able to adjust offensively, Mike. I also just see the way that they physically put Hope in a lot of tough positions.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they're a physical team. They don't go to the line as much as Hope. They don't go to the line much at all, but they've had so much deep downtown play. By that, I mean close to the basket with some close shots. And it really all was started in the second half, early in the third quarter, and they just have pounded it inside.
Anna gets both free throws to go. 80-59 here.
Well, wasn't expecting this, Matthew.
Nope. It's been a dominant Trine game. Trine now 36 rebounds to Hope's 26. Not something I was expecting here today.
Nope, they've dominated points in the paint, 32-14. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Hope has a point in the paint in this second half.
Capuch for three, can't get it to go, but fighting down there for the ball. That's Haley Cole with another offensive rebound. Trine's got 9 offensive rebounds.
Check that. Sorry, Matt. Hope has 4 points in the paint in the second half. That was a difference in the ball game. And Trine has 26 points in the paint in the second half.
Shooting percentages for Hope have not been great, but you look at free throws on the bright spot. They're 17 of 17, 100% from free throws. Pretty impressive. Well, most games would be great. Troy almost gets that steal.
Sorry, man.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to win you some close games, and that you got to hang your hat on something. Coach said, well, we didn't win the game, but the fact is you cut down on the turnovers. Both teams did in a frenetic pace.
Wagner just dishes right to Cole down in the post in triple coverage.
They wanted her to get her career high. She had 12 points in her career high, the freshman. Wow. Check this out from Mackenzie McMahon, athletic sports information director assistant. I hate to give this stat to you, but the largest margin of defeat since Hope lost 81-61 to Thomas More in December of 2018. So it's been a hot minute. Thomas More, if you remember, Division III powerhouse before they went up a notch or two. So it doesn't happen often. Just the 17th defeat in well over 300 games here at DeVos. Oh my goodness, Courtney goes down hard.
They're going to get Katie Tate on the foul. That's her 5th. She wasn't anywhere.
Boy, she's trying to plead her case to the referee. You don't see players talk to the refs directly too much about a foul. Addison Hudson checks in, the junior out of Battle Creek for Trine.
Coach Anthony Rang looking for explanation there. I mean, that's 2 fouls that were called on Katie Tate where she wasn't anywhere near the basketball.
I would tend to not agree with that call, that's for sure.
There was the one earlier in a little bit of a scrum down low that she also got accredited, and it was the same thing.
Courtney, I agree. Well, it's a lot of intensity, a lot of emotion. Coaches coach all the way to the end, whether it's 10 minutes left in the first half or 2 minutes left. Andy Rang battling for his ball club, head coach of Trine.
Starters still in and putting it on here.
Yeah, are you surprised about that, Matt?
A little bit I am. Wagner's got 23 here in this game, and
she's played 36 minutes too.
I know, she usually plays about 30 a game. But she's just not done yet. I imagine here at the 2-minute mark they're going to start to get some subs in here up 19, but it's just the way they play and the way that they demand it. Fighting for the basketball there's Trine. Here's Capuch on the left side.
Well, Hope's still working hard defensively. Now we got a whistle. Oh, we got a reset of the shot clock. Wow, 32% for Hope shooting. 56% for Trine in this game. And this is a team, Hope a good shooting team, but they've just been hampered like you talked about. You opened the broadcast, Matt, with the Trine defense. That's their bread and butter. Took the wind out of a lot of people's sails, Hope fans, including these 2 broadcasters for sure.
There's Wagner with the tough turnover there. But what a fantastic game she's had as we're able to look here at the stats. A little bit. Wagner, 37 minutes played. It's Capuch coming out of the game. Wagner filled it up everywhere. She had 7 assists, just 3 turnovers, and 7 rebounds and 23 points.
Yeah, 3 turnovers of the 20 of Trine. And she's handling the basketball. That's impressive.
And it's Sherwood able to add in.
And the starters are going to come
points.
out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Look, Brian Morehouse going to get his top 10 out. Brunsberg, Garner's in, but Katie Blasey, Brooke Roback, and Emma Yakey check in for Hope.
Looks like they'll probably check Garner out here as well after the free throws. Down 18, a tough one to stomach. Got to lick your wounds a little bit here, Mike, and get back to the drawing board.
Absolutely.
Against Adrian.
There's still a lot to play for, Matt. Absolutely. I mean, you know, you got a chance to make a tournament run. You got a chance to get in the national game. Hope just didn't shoot the ball well. They're on a season-low pace right now.
It's Horton heading up the basketball here, and LaPrairie checks in for Garner, so she's going to take a seat on the bench. So Hope College likely, barring anything really crazy for Trine on the other end, likely not going to be the outright champions.
Nope. Trine's going to win their first outright since 2019. And Trine has given Hope their 2 lowest scoring MIAA games of the year. 66 in the first go-around and 63 here. Here's Yakey.
So right side Yakey, the sophomore. So Capuch is going to check out. Hines is going to check out. And that's Addison Hudson going to check out. So we got all backups in the future of Trine basketball coming in the ball game here.
Sure do.
These are going to be some names that we'll be saying for the next couple of seasons.
It's a good culture, just like Hope Trine with a wonderful basketball culture.
And the block there's by Snodgrass. She played a little bit there in the first half, just a couple of minutes. Horton heading up the charge. Sophomore from Roncalli.
Sam LaPrairie in for Hope College.
Snodgrass can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound there is Olivia Marks, sophomore from Hanna, Indiana.
I have not heard of Hanna.
I hate to admit, as the Indiana person, I have not either.
I'll catch you next time.
I got stumped.
I'm gonna do some research.
For those of you listening, you know, Mike and I are always doing Michigan and Indiana geography. Hanna, Indiana.
Well, I have a moment right now. Just fill in for me, Matthew. I'm going to go on Google Maps.
22 seconds here to play.
Who's ever from Hanna, text me. You know my number. Is that with an H, do you think? Let's see.
No H on the end.
Oh, Hanna, Indiana. Here we go. What's your guess? Which quadrant?
My guess it's north.
It is.
I bet it's
east of Winata.
I bet it's east of Angola is where I'm thinking.
West Central, south and east of Valparaiso.
Okay.
West of Plymouth.
Time expiring here. 80 to 63. That's going to be.
And I think that punches Trine's ticket to an outright championship, barring some miracles next week with 2 games left, man.
I think you're right, Mike, but there's still some games to play. But looking with 2 games left here in this conference play, let's look at who Hope College has coming up here. We said it earlier. They finish the season next Wednesday at Adrian, and then you and I will be back here for the double senior day. Men's team at 3 o'clock and the women's team at 5 o'clock against Alma College to finish out the MIAA season. So that's what we have heading up for Hope. Barring anything crazy, looks like Trine will be the #1 seed in the MIAA tournament, and Hope will likely be the 2.
And before we leave you, a couple things. The Hope men in command with 9 minutes left. They lead 60 to 36. And Brian Morehouse, a good moment talking with Sydney Wagner, congratulating her on her performance. And that's a classy move on a tough defeat, but that's what Hope and Trine is all about.
Absolutely, giving her credit. I mean, she was so dominant here today. As you see her, just such a fantastic game as we're looking here up at the Trine faithful. Fantastic game on her way to likely being an all MIAA player of the year. So, Mike, looks like you and I will be back next Saturday, thinking unless we're here for a men's game on Wednesday.
No, we are not. We've got a doubleheader. We've got, like you talked about, the women taking on Albion, the men taking on Albion. By the way, the men in control today, 62-36, with 8 minutes left in the game, and they are trying to lock up third place in the MIAA where the preseason polls had them, and that would create a home game for them in the first round of the tournament with 2 games left.
So for Mike Coleman, Matt Wayner, 80-63, Trine with a dominant victory here at DeVos. So we will see you next Saturday for a doubleheader. Hope men at 3 o'clock, women's team at 5 o'clock. We'll see you then.
Thank you.